day 118 of the war in Gaza, and the IDF has been taking more ground in and around Khan Yunis in the south. The IDF says the 98th Division killed at least a dozen gunmen during several close-quarter encounters over the past day. They also spotted a long-range rocket launcher and directed a fighter jet to strike it. The 162nd Division is continuing operations against Hamas in northern and central Gaza. The 401st Armored Brigade in northern Gaza and Nachal Infantry Brigade in southern Gaza have killed dozens of Hamas operatives over the past day and captured terrorist positions in both areas. In a related development, Prime Minister Netanyahu is now saying that the UN Palestinian Refugee Agency, UNRWA, must shut down its Gaza operations. Netanyahu told visiting UN delegates that many of the staff members were implicated in the October 7th massacre. Netanyahu described UNRWA as being driven by its desire to keep alive the Palestinian refugee issue indefinitely and needs to be replaced by other UN agencies. Details are emerging on the framework agreement between Israel and Hamas for the return of hostages in exchange for a pause in fighting. According to the Washington Post, the deal would see a 6-week pause in fighting for the release of all civilian hostages and the release of Palestinian security prisoners, with 3 terrorists released for every freed Israeli. Senior Israeli officials told NBC News that there were strong indications the deal would move ahead. Prime Minister Netanyahu told family members of hostages that the details of any deal must be kept discreet for it to work. The intense negotiations are being mediated by the US, Qatar, and Egypt. The proposal also envisions additional pauses during which hostage soldiers and bodies of dead hostages will be released. The outline is reportedly being weighed by Hamas leaders. An object believed to be an explosive device was found outside the Israeli embassy in Stockholm and destroyed by the Swedish National Bomb Squad. Embassy staff had notified police of the object, triggering a large response from law enforcement. The device was later detonated in a controlled manner. Swedish Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson said that it was a very serious incident and that local police is investigating. Police have now tightened the surveillance of the embassy and of Jewish institutions all across Sweden.
Experience the power of truth with ILTV News. If you're looking for quality content and captivating visuals, join our news community and become an integral part of our team as we embark on a mission to unveil the real Israel, dismantling the web of lies and misinformation that surround reporting on Israel. By subscribing to ILTV News, you will not only have access to the latest updates, but you will also amplify our message, creating a ripple effect that carries the truth far and wide. Subscribe today and help reshape the narrative. Available on the web, Android, and Apple.